Hi, my name is James Miller and I'm the author of Pose Draw Dinosaurs, which is out right now for iPhones and iPads. I wanted to use the app to talk about a dinosaur named Parasaurolophus. Now if I scroll down the family tree, you're going to see this dinosaur in the lower right corner. It is an ornithopod dinosaur and it's related to other dinosaurs like Iguanodon and Hadrosaurus. It is a North American dinosaur and it lived at the end of the Cretaceous period. Now I'll select Parasaurolophus. And I'm going to jump right to the end of the step-by-step sequence. We can get a good look at him. Now this dinosaur belonged to a group of dinosaurs that are nicknamed the duck-billed dinosaurs. And if I zoom in, now these dinosaurs are nicknamed that because, as you can see at the end of their mouth, they have a beak. And all the other duck-billed dinosaurs had some kind of beak for a mouth. So let me zoom back out. Now, so you can get some context, I'm going to turn on the human overlay, and you can see how big this dinosaur was. This is pretty big. A human might have come up to the middle of its leg. Now I'm going to take that list and I'm going to filter it by just other dinosaurs it lived with, and I'm going to turn on Tyrannosaurs. And you can see it's still smaller than Tyrannosaurus, so it probably made a good target for being T-Rex food back in the Cretaceous. So now I'm going to turn the T-Rex off, and I'm going to jump into pose mode. Now, when I was a kid, and that was back in, I guess it was back in the early 80s, this dinosaur and a lot of other dinosaurs in books, I always saw posed, standing straight up, almost like it was kind of a human. The tails were dragging on the ground, and the hands would just kind of dangle, like they were hands. And when I grew up, this is pretty much what a dinosaur looked like. And then around the 90s, I guess it was late 80s, early 90s, I started seeing a lot of dinosaurs go more horizontal. The tail stopped dragging on the ground. Let me fix it up. The tail stopped dragging on the ground. It still walked on two legs, but it was more horizontal. And I think this view started to get the most traction pop culture-wise in Jurassic Park. I think that was the first time that you saw a T-Rex that didn't have its tail dragging on the ground or standing straight up. And they started to look more like active creatures. Then around 2000 was the first time I saw this dinosaur and other dinosaurs like it, other ornithopods and duckbills, moving entirely onto their hands and legs, as if it were a four-legged animal. So let me fix him up. I first saw this, I think it was in the Walking with Dinosaurs special. They came out around 2000. They had Iguanodon walking on all fours, and then the Disney movie that followed a couple years later showed these kinds of dinosaurs on all fours. And when I started to see these, it actually made total sense to me. A lot of the times on two legs, they'd be horizontal, but their hands would be almost just touching the ground, and it just felt awkward. And then moving them onto four legs actually kind of made more sense to me. Frequently for these kind of dinosaurs, I also might see they walk on four legs, and then if they need to run and pick up speed, they'll stand back up on two legs and get the arms out of the way and then just run on their hind legs. So if you go back to the family tree for this app, you can see that I kept Hadrosaurus on all fours in kind of a trot, Iguanodon on all fours, but Camptosaurus I drew as if it were perking up to notice something onto its hind legs. So if you're using the app, you can either follow my suggestions, or if you don't like mine, you can go into pose mode and make whichever you want. Okay, thanks for watching.